nigga.
The most niggest of the
niggas. Yes.
See? I'm niggerachi.
I care with you. You should get that on a shirt, niggerachi.
Niggerachi?
Niggerachi.
Possibly.
I can't wait for you guys to see my Christmas photos. They came out really good.
I wanted to do Christmas photos this year, but last year was a hard act to follow, so I was like, fuck it, we ain't gonna do it.
What does that mean?
You didn't see my last year Christmas photo?
No, but it doesn't matter. It's still you want to capture their growth. Like, I don't do it in a sense of I'm trying to top the last year. You do it in the sense of I'm trying to capture these moments because now we in this age too. We're just putting everything on our phone.
They still look the same.
You are such a man.
They look the same.
You're a man. Oh, man, so while we talking about that shit, I wish this nigga was in here.
Who? Bailey?
No. Beats, whatever your name is, I make beats. He follows the show. You're an asshole. So that's the nigga who came on my page when I posted all of me and Bailey's Christmas pictures and said I needed a man. Like, because I'm annually taking pictures with my son, I don't know how that justifies me needing a man. But then the nigga gonna come on my page the other day and say, oh my God, your dimples are amazing. I also deleted that comment. Get your loser ass out of here.
You didn't block him?
No, it's not block worthy. Like, the only way I'm gonna block you is if you send a picture of your dick to me. Then I'm going to block you. But your words don't really faze me like that. But it did annoy me because it's like, you're fucking whack. You're fucking whack.
Dicks and stones.
May lose a friend.
Ben, if you don't get out here with that shit,
we need a petty.
Yes, we need a petty button.
We got to let CJ do it.
I'm not petty. I am the peacemaker here on Townhouse Media.
What does Patti LaBelle got that would be like a?
You stupid.
So you know petty. It was some petty shit. Patti LaBelle, Petty Murphy, Petty Griffin. Patti LaBelle.
How did it end this way? That little excerpt. Y'all never seen that when the guy reviewed her pie, and then he goes,
"Oh my God,
how did it end this way?"
And it was like, Patty.
Baby used to love that fucking video.
That shit.
Oh gosh, that shit was hilarious. I hated when she said though that him doing that didn't add to her sales. Bitch, the power of this social media shit is huge. I bought a pie because of that.
We wouldn't even know you were selling pies if it wasn't for that video.
I would have never bought a pie had he not done all that extra ass shit.
Tilt your mic up. Gotta be right.
Nigga, them pies was literally selling out of every store because of that video.
The fuck? Nigga got to do a show here.
I'm in a childish mood. I have
Silence
not been
your
getting
phone.
the proper sleep that I need. So
your phone on silent.
Stop putting it down. Put it up.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
I'm so used to putting it down. I don't know.
Here she go. Alley-oop. Off the backboard.
We might as well stop this show and go next week.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is the last one of 2019.
See, Mr. Shaw said that's Patty being petty. For real, nigga.
When? Oh. Well, I mean, I also get, she doesn't,
I'm
as
glad
an
she
older
did
person.
send that nigga a couple of dollars, though. I heard she sent that nigga some bread.
And she invited him to her home and cooked for him and the whole nine, which I feel like is a priceless experience. He did deserve it, but it was also a priceless experience. You made a video and then got to be in Patti LaBelle's house. What?
I'd rather have the money. But that was dope, though.
It was dope. It was dope.
We finna start?
While he's smacking on French fries and shit.
Yum, yum,
Felix,
yum,
what's
yum,
up,
yum.
buddy? Thanks for tuning in.
Home in Felix.
Yes.
What's happening with it? What, you work out with him or something?
No, he's a friend of a friend.
Oh, that nigga cool.
Yes, Felix is super cool.
She can't even hold the smell, man.
Goddamn.
He dated my homegirl.
Oh, well.
Like, it's not
that changes that smile.
Nigga, it means everything to me.
Somebody
that don't work for me.
What? Just gonna let the beat run?
Stop it, because we're used to that shit now. We 10 months in, we know better now.
Oh shit!
He used to get us with that shit.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Don't you fucking ever.
What you just do?
A dance move.
Oh.
Shit, little young motherfucker be doing.
I can't.
What do they call that shit?
I don't know, nigga. That is not for us to know. I'm good
Y'all.
on that shit. Bailey be doing that shit in the living room. I be like, get your little goofy ass.
I be wanting to slap Deuce. Deuce still be dabbing. I'm like, Deuce, that shit died years ago, nigga.
Listen,
please not do that.
If it's relevant on the internet, it's relevant to them. Bailey loves to say P.O.P. hold it down. I'm
That
like, my
shit is
nigga, do you
hilarious.
know how old that shit is?
That shit still go though, cause I still be like, barely. I'm
Listen,
legally blind.
Yes, he does all of that. I'm like, bro, that
Shout
shit
out to
hella
Port
old.
Arthur, Texas.
Listen. Shout out to Port Arthur, Texas.
I'm a female. They're like, sir,
Squad, baby.
sir, what happened to what's your age?
Nigga said,
28 and I'm a female.
I was just getting a ride.
I've had that happen to me multiple times. I've had officers out here in the Los Angeles area mistake me for a man.
That's fucked up.
Yep. I have my hat on, I have it backwards, and I'm coming from the gym, and they'll be like, sir, why do you blah, blah. I'll be like, I'm a female immediately. No,
You gotta be like, P.O.P., hold it down.
no, because when I take the hat off and then they see, like, my face, then they're like, oh, but they assume because, like, I got extra black tint.
You don't be having your, so you be in your car.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I'll be in my car.
Good.
What is this? Why is that like that? I don't want to hit view and then turn off the live.
Sent the request to be in your live.
Oh, no.
Shit,
What?
you want to put him in the live again?
What does that mean?
He'll pop up on this side of the screen and
Oh,
he'll
he's going to be a
talking.
part of the show. Okay, no, not right now, Felix. We'll do that later. You are a bullshit nigga. Let's start the show. It's 4 o'clock. I love it. Gonna go right into this, the Too Much Game. Y'all be sure to check out Too Much Game podcast with Young Dolemite.
She gonna forget when we start recording.
Yeah.
Nigga, we start recording, all of a sudden, Too
Like,
Much
what's the
Game
name of
don't
your
even
shit
fucking
again?
exist. She gonna be like, no rules, seriously, not another podcast, cat versus dog. See you motherfuckers later, bye. Have a good year.
I did that one time.
Mm-hmm.
One. Don't do the Kawhi laugh. Kawhi is so cute.
What?
I think he's cute. I like him.
Hands ugly. When you famous, you become hands ugly.
No, it's his personality. Like, I like how he just don't give a fuck, and I like how dry and sarcastic he is. I like that kind of humor.
That's not an act.
A silence.
I know it's not.
Like,
But
he's a scorned person.
aren't we all? Some of us
Not
just
to the
handle it
level he
differently.
is.
The way,
Well, I mean,
Well, you know
he's
it's
scorned and found a way to still be truly successful. So,
Yeah, he's definitely an overcomer.
yeah, so it's okay. We've
And he
all
really
got
from
some.
Compton, but we're gonna let you niggas in Moreno Valley claim him.
yeah, y'all, Compton can have Dre. All right, let's
No,
go. Y'all
he's
ready?
from LA. He's from your section, sir. That's your guy.
Like this shit now.
He from y'all city.
That nigga said bodies being found on Greenleaf.
That nigga ain't even been on Greenleaf. I don't even know where he got that line from. No where y'all dump y'all bodies at.
That I will say that
What's
about
up,
LA.
Lisa?
There are tons of places that dump bodies here. I went hiking on so many trails. I'm like, oh, this will be a perfect place.
That's what you think about when you go hiking? Alright.
I'm just saying it.
Chelsea's a killer.
I crossed my mind.
All
Because it's
right,
so
let's start the
secluded.
show. Hey, let's go.
Real. Hey.
Allegedly, everything is alleged.
Real. Goddamn.
I didn't think allegedly would make it to this show.
Yeah. Fucking with CJ too.
Oh
Not even fucking
my
with me.
gosh. I'm not gonna.
She said, "Oh, that'd be a nice way to throw a body off the
Yeah.
cliff."
Cause see y'all, me
No.
when I'm hiking, I think Jesus created all
When are
this.
you hiking
The
though?
glory of
Nigga,
God. The glory of the Lord Jesus Christ.
when are you ever hiking?
I hiked in high school. They made us, but
right,
I did it
that
though.
part.
I hiked
Okay,
through the hood.
Being
When I was
ready.
poor, I used to walk very long distances.
I rode
It
the
was
metro.
urban hiking.
I rode the metro at 44 to the 21.
Nah, like when I used to drive school buses, I used to walk to work far.
I rode 3 buses to get to the Galleria
Goddamn.
to work at.
To the
Yeah.
Katie Mills.
No, they didn't have. Katie Mills wasn't popping when I was coming up. Everything was the Gallo.
They're gallow.
Meeting at the Gallo Doubt. You know what I'm saying? Back in the trap.
Stop.
Back in the gap.
Oh, the
Stop.
gap. Oh, it's the gap.
Stop.
Gap.
Back in the
Stop.
gap.
They
Yo,
can't even do it. Stop.
Back in the gap.
Yay!
Sitting on swangers and Vogue, mustard and mayonnaise on MLK on Sundays.
That was my Ice Cube.
Them Sundays on MLK.
That was Ben. Turn my mic on. Okay, let's go.
It really was muted.
It was really off. There ain't shit up here. I keep trying to tell you that treat me bad.
Y'all should see how she treat LA. Y'all ready?
For real.
I'll show y'all.
Shitting on us.
All the love.
Yeah, you should.
All the love. If that's what love is, I'd hate to see when she hate a motherfucker.
Off the cliff you go.
For real.
Off the cliff.
Nigga, your ass be a Runyon Canyon somewhere. Nigga.
No, it's too much traffic.
The female working out Dexter, nigga.
Man, for real.
She working out at daytime, Dexter at night. Dexter.
I think like that shit really exists. There's no way you just came up with that in your mind.
No.
Y'all check out Dexter. It's on Netflix.
Nigga, check out the Cat vs. Dog podcast.
That too. They already here. They know what's up.
Watch this shit.
Oh, I just
watch this shit on YouTube, nigga.
I submitted everybody's show to this place. It's supposedly the
Pornhub of podcasts.
The Netflix of podcasts now.
What's it called?
Oh.
I gotta look.
Because we on Himalaya, huh?
Himalaya is probably
Play
on its
from
last
the
leg out. But this one seemed like it's gonna be something.
Called the Podcast Network. I just found out about that one.
The podcast network. Well, we got tickets in January. Something in January. I'm gonna look at the day.
Yeah.
I gotta look.
Okay.
The tickets was free, so it's all good.
Okay, perfect.
All right, quiet on the set.
Or the set will make you quiet.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Don't try to gay that shit up.
I don't gay it up.
Hey.
I say it in a nice way.
You trying to...
Hell yeah, nigga. She tried to put that ballerina stank on that shit.
This nigga trying to hurry up. It sounded like she was going to.
I know, nigga, but just in case, nigga.
It looked like after she said
These niggas ain't shit.
It looked like it was a cold stare afterwards. That shit was funny.
These niggas is the shit.
All right, y'all, let's go.
Let's go.
We recording? Good evening, motherfuckers and motherfuckers. Welcome to the Cat vs. Dog podcast with me, Young Dolemite, and hailing from Houston. You might have seen her on Fox Soul, hosting television. You might have seen her in the Nike Run commercial.
Cut the shit.
The amazing, talented actress / comedian / model / podcaster / mother / all around bad motherfucker, Chelsea Perry.
The most bullshit ass niggas I have. I can't wait for us to go somewhere and y'all do that shit. Now I'm with that. Thank you. Even though you get on my nerves, thank you. I appreciate that. Great things are happening. I just have a super grateful heart. I have a talented, amazing co-host right here next to me, an amazing producer, Bryn Reddy. So all of the success, man. It started with this, and we're ending with this, man. This is it. This was the jump off. Don't do that.
That's why she's saying this is it. She like, oh, I can't wait, nigga. Once I go full time on that show, nigga, you niggas is out of here.
Really? Really?
Then we gonna be like,
stop.
We used to know her.
Stop.
And we gonna walk in the house like Will did.
When it's empty and nothing else in that bitch.
Why she don't want us no more, man?
Stop it, man.
No women left around here now.
Why she don't want to be with us no more?
Where's the petty button? Stop it. We're not doing that today. I can't with you guys. No.
Roll that juicy fruit.
Man. I just want to have an amazing show. We're going to have an amazing show. We're recapping everything that's been going on, man. How was your week?
It was cool.
What you do this week?
I think I just worked.
Yeah?
I don't think I did nothing special. Not this week.
Nothing too much? Chill?
Yeah.
No housework going on?
Hell no. I don't do housework.
No,
Turning on and off the Christmas lights when it gets dark.
Oh, you put up lights.
I ain't put up shit. I just turned them on.
Monique put up the lights?
No, her homegirl.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well.
When she told me who it was, I was like, damn, she put the Christmas lights up? Damn.
Why you didn't put them up?
Because I was at work. I was gonna pay somebody to do it anyway. It was gonna go up. It just wasn't gonna be me putting them up.
Okay, I'm here for that.
I'm not a Christmas light putter-upper.
That's not hard.
Put it up. Not gonna say that's what she said.
Ben, how was your week, love? How are things going?
Going all right. Y'all are a mess.
He is a mess.
Is this what we're doing today?
Yes. On the last episode of 2019, Young Dolemite is acting up. I'm here for it.
I'm chilling. How was your week?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Ben didn't even really answer.
I've been on TV. Right. We trying to get to your week.
Yeah.
Why?
Because you the one was on TV.
Yeah.
Okay.
We saw a lot of your week on TV, on stage.
This Fox got sold.
In front of a live studio audience.
It is a live studio audience, which is super cool.
The GOAT.
Stop. So, God is blessing, man. That's really like genuinely how I feel, that God is blessing. Like
God
people feel
good.
like, oh, it just happened or this or that. Like I've been out here 7 years, you know what I'm saying, grinding, doing plays, doing things, and things are just really falling into place, and I'm grateful for that. I was on Fox Soul TV. I had the opportunity to be a guest, and I was asked to come back and host. So I hosted these last 2 episodes, and they have asked your girl to come back for all next week. So I'm super appreciative and grateful for that. And just continuing to grind, man. I'm an humble spirit. I want to stay that way. I'm surrounded by real niggas. So I'm
At least 2.
They only gonna vouch for them motherfucking selves. But I'm excited, man. You know what? This opportunity is something that I can say that makes my mom and dad proud. And that means the most to me. Like, my mom has been posting the shit out of this.
Because you're not cussing.
Because I'm not cussing. And because it's TV. You know what I'm saying? I get it. It's a different level, you know, because it's TV. So she's super proud. And I'm glad that she's proud of me, because I know people excuse me, who've known my journey of this and that, my mom was definitely like, you need to get this shit up and go on. Like,
get a job.
Get a job, exactly. Like, she was like,
hiring, baby.
You retired military, you could go to the post office. Like,
they got benefits, you can source some mail.
That part. So I think she also finally sees and is just glad that things have fallen into place. So I'm just grateful, man.
That is amazing. I'm humbled being in her presence.
Yeah, man. It brings everything, back.
Nigga, she walked in, I saw her aura. It was purple.
Oh my God, there's so fucking
like
extra right now.
Glow around it.
Real vibrant.
Yeah, nigga. She was like,
for real, like she was floating. She
nigga.
If you're listening, he's doing this whole gesture with his hands. I can't.
If y'all want to see the gesture, go to YouTube.
YouTube, please.
Watch the shit on YouTube. Our views is low. We need them shits up.
I know.
Turn them shits up.
Naturally, like I don't want us to have to pay for that kind of shit. I feel like that's unauthentic.
Go watch that shit.
And we know people are watching it here. If you don't do nothing but subscribe and just let it run. Let it run.
Go to sleep, nigga.
Go to sleep and let it play.
Just play. Play all night, nigga. Sleep to it. You'll wake up laughing.
It will be greatly appreciated.
Hell yeah.
Social topic for this week.
Lizzo. What in the fizzuck? That shit wasn't fucking cute. Not at all. It wasn't cute.
So you lay into her first.
Damn. I don't want to lay into her. That's gross. I'm married.
I didn't mean like that, but I know you were not here for the stunt she pulled.
And the crazy shit is like, everybody was like, oh, y'all wouldn't be saying nothing if she wasn't big. Yes, I would. Yes. If that was Rihanna, I'll be saying something. If that was Beyonce, I'll be saying something. If that was Meg Thee Stallion, I'll be saying something. Like, that's a fucking basketball game. Because Talk Flirty podcast, she had posted it, and she had posted Niecy Nash on the red carpet with her ass out. Mm-hmm. And I had already mentioned that, like, when the shit first happened, I was like, red carpets, it's not tailored toward children. Right. Mm-hmm. Like, ain't no kids on the red carpet. Mm-hmm. So that's not what it's there for. Yes, kids could tune in and watch the ABC Awards or however the fuck, but they not really tuning in to watch the red carpet. Mm-hmm. Kids are going to the Laker game. And what made what Lizzo did even worse was the fact that they put the screen, the thing on. Yeah, she was on a Jumbotron, and it was just her face, and she was, turned around like, oh, y'all niggas gonna see this ass. And it's like, your ass ain't even nice. Like, you got a cinder block booty. Like, that's even worse. Like, nigga, how the fuck is you big with no ass? Like, it's even worse that she funny built. And on top of that, what really fucked it up, the point that I was making to the people trying to draw all these other conclusions was, it wasn't even stylish. Like, usually when women do shit like that, it's some fashionable shit. Like, it's some designer with the ass that just happened to be out. She had on a regular ass t-shirt and just cut the ass out. So it wasn't even like she was trying to be fashionable. She was trying to get attention. So that's what made this shit just look fucking tacky. Because it's like, I could see if you had like a skirt that was too short and your ass just happened to be showing, or you had something that was backless or something like that. But you just had a regular dusty ass t-shirt on with some cheap ass panties. Like, you look fucking raggedy. So I was just like, fuck no, I'm not here for it.
No, I wasn't here for it on multiple levels. I'm with you all the way, and it's not because she's big. If it had been Rihanna, if it had been Meg, if it had been anybody else, and mind you, Meg and them and Rihanna have shown their ass in a performance sense. That also makes the difference. And I didn't even think about that, bro. Like, there are kids at the Lakers games. Like, I didn't even think about what bothers me. This was my issue with it. And my issue across the board with plus size women who feel like to embrace their body, they have to show their body. That's the same mixed message that we're sending to thinner women. You don't have to show your body to value yourself. You out here twerking in a thong at a basketball game does not tell me that you are secure about yourself. If anything, it says you're more insecure because you feel the need to get naked in front of an arena of thousands of people to show your ass. It's unnecessary. That's not saying I love myself. That's not saying value by you sitting your sweaty ass cheeks on this goddamn seat.
Which is also gross.
Which is also gross.
That's unsanitary.
You should not be sitting your ass, your bare ass, at a public arena like this. And my thing is, then, okay, if you love yourself and you value yourself and that's why you're showing your ass, then why get on the internet hours later and cry? Like, own that shit if that's what you're saying. But my thing is, for skinny, medium-sized, big, whatever, showing yourself does not say that you love yourself. The more your titties are out or the more your ass is out does not say I value yourself. And I don't feel like that's the message that we should send to girls or women, period, across the board. And then we're in such this fucked up culture where we don't want to tell people when they're wrong. I saw the owner of, because this was at the Staples Center, say that Lizzo is welcome anytime, and no, my nigga, somebody should have said, no, you can't come in here with your ass. That's what the rumor was, and then they went on Twitter and said, no, she's welcome here anytime. Not with your goddamn ass cheeks. If I had somebody over to my house and they came there with the ass, nah, bro, you can't sit on my furniture like that.
The only reason they said that she's welcome anytime is because she probably gonna perform there soon.
They said she's welcome anytime because we're just in this sensitive ass culture where we don't want to tell people when they're doing something out of line. And then somebody would, if let's just say the Staples Center had said, hey Lizzo, you can't come in here with your ass cheeks out no more. Then somebody would have jumped on the internet and been like, oh, you fat shaming. Oh, you shaming her, you're this. No, I love Lizzo. I think she's talented. She plays the flute, like amazing talent. But these stunts with your ass, and here's my thing. This is not the first time Lizzo has had her ass out. She had her ass out at the MTV Awards. Like, that's what you do when you perform. Megan Thee Stallion has her ass out when she performs. There is no need to have your ass out at the basketball game.
Exactly.
It was not a good look. I don't give a damn what size you are. It's not cool.
Yeah, because like even when I watched her little cleanup video and she was like, I know y'all haven't seen nobody this big and this confident in a long time. I'm like, what do you mean a long time? Monique was a couple of months ago. Like when Monique was big and confident, she was just big and confident. She wasn't, oh, well, since I'm confident, let me whip my titties out
that part.
At the fucking game. Like, no, nigga, like it's 1,000 confident performers that can go to sporting events and dress regular. When Rihanna goes, she wears a fucking jersey. When Beyonce goes, she wears fucking street clothes. Meg goes, she wears whatever the fuck she wears. Having your ass out at the game is just fucking tacky.
Yeah.
Like, motherfuckers done showed they ass before. Motherfuckers have been big and confident before. Big black women. Chris Rock got a whole joke about there's no person on the planet more confident than a big black woman.
That's true.
So it's like, you're not the first confident big black woman. Like, nigga, don't try to make this shit into no fucking issue of, oh, they're just dumping on me because I'm big and I'm black and I'm beautiful.
And then where are her friends at? I would have. I got big girls.
You saw who she was with?
No, who was she
Some
with?
fucking white dude. Like, and he's also like a clown. Like, you run around with circus clowns, and this is what you get. Like, you put yourself in a position to be criticized. Don't be mad when you get criticized.
It just wasn't a good look.
Yeah, because didn't nobody clown you. Because the thing is, I don't follow Lizzo on Twitter, but a lot of the people who I follow retweet Lizzo. Lizzo be twerking and shit all day. She make twerk videos. She posts videos of herself naked and some more shit. So it's like, what nobody clowning you when you was doing all that shit? So don't make it you're clowning me because my butt. No, bitch, it ain't got nothing to do with your size or none of that. It got to do with it's a fucking Laker game and you just fucking tacky.
It's because you're at a Laker game. That was my only issue. If she had worn that shit, I don't know.
If she wore that shit to the MTV Awards, nobody would have said.
Nobody would have blinked twice.
But the thing is, what I honestly also think is she did that shit on purpose.
I know she did it on purpose. She wants the attention, but that's the insecurity. That's where insecurity lies. Is where you feel like you need to go above and beyond. That's what I'm saying. Like, when you're a bigger person and you say that I get it. There are things that I feel like bigger girls have to deal with and shit like that. That's cool. But once you do get secure in yourself in whatever size, showing yourself that's the same. It doesn't mean that you're securing yourself because I got my titties out, because I got my ass out. Like, I want her to fix that shit. Seriously. Like, stop. And my thing is, like I said, if you were going to do it, because I do feel like it was deliberate, you knew there was going to be backlash. Don't get on the internet crying the goddamn next day. That shit really made me like, bro, stop.
And that's the value of having real motherfuckers around you. Because if you had any real friends in your life, they would have told you, bitch, you need to knock that shit off. You done already went platinum. You got the #1 song in the country and some more shit.
Entertainer of the Year.
Exactly.
Time Magazine gave her Entertainer of the Year.
Yeah, it ain't like you this underground artist who need to do some antics to get the fucking attention. Like, bitch, you one of the most famous people on the planet right now.
True.
So it's like, what more attention do you need? Like, that shit, that's what made it even more tacky. Because, you know, like me, on top of the fact that, again, I'm just like how fucking tacky it was. Because there's 1,000 outfits. You could have wore some leggings with the ass out. And that would have looked nice. But you just found you a big 7X fucking t-shirt from Hot Topic. Like, what the fuck do you got on? Like, that shit, it wasn't fly. Because, you know, like Rihanna, when she showed up on the red carpet practically naked, what she had on was fly.
Listen, do you know that was oh gosh, I can't think of it. That was a ode to a 1940s black woman who had worn a very similar outfit. Like you said, that was incorporated in style and bedazzled in jewels. And yeah, you could see her body, but she still had nude stuff underneath it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was
Beyonce wore something similar on the red carpet before.
I don't. Again,
it
red
wasn't
carpet.
Nude. No, but I'm just saying though. Like, if you are gonna show all that shit, at least be fly about it. Like, even when Prince did that shit on stage, nigga, it was an outfit. Like, you had on a fucking t-shirt with your ass cut out, so it just looked like some let me get some attention real quick type shit. Like.
Let's get into this Niecy Nash shit, though. So I just saw that. I had not seen that before when she did it. I think I had seen her in the swimsuit, but I did not know it was on a red carpet. Now, she is also free to wear whatever she wants.
Because that was right after the Reno 911 movie where she wore that exact same outfit.
I just want us to not do that. I just want us to not wear swimsuits and have our ass out where our ass don't belong. Like, yes, it's the red carpet, but for what? Why? Why?
What's the name?
I didn't understand that.
Lady Gaga has done it. Homegirl who played Wednesday Addams in the Addams Family movie done like it's not
I don't
exclusive to black women.
No, I don't. But I don't want to make it a racial thing. But saying that white women have done it does not justify it for me because it's a lot of shit they do.
It's not an exclusive black problem.
It's not an exclusive
we
black
just the
problem.
ones who get the most attention
because it's like we don't need to do that shit.
And that's because our women are the ones that got ass.
That's another thing. So and my thing is, you can see that ass whether I got on a thong, a full gown, a dress, or whatever. You can see that ass, so I don't have to full on expose myself for that. You can be. It's 1,000 ways for you to be sexy and be confident without fully exposing your body. And then everybody tried to compare the picture to what Beyonce, because the same day as that shit had Beyonce posted a picture with like the back of her silhouette out and you could see like side ass on both. Baby, that's not the same. Side ass, she had on a full one-piece bodysuit. And it was in promotion of her line on Instagram somewhere in a studio, I'm sure, which was with her, probably makeup, hair, and maybe 4 other people. Not a goddamn arena full of families and kids and the most. Like, not the same.
But like, even with the Niecy Nash shit, like, it was, she wore what she wore in a movie. She literally wore that same.
Oh, she wore that same?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. But that's what I'm saying. When she did that on the red carpet, it wasn't like, oh, let me get some attention. It was like, we did this movie, and since everybody, this was like the biggest fucking scene in the movie.
Yeah.
Because the movie was pretty funny.
Was it?
But what everybody tripped off was Niecy Nash with this motherfucking bikini on. Yeah. Because she is an older woman. That's not her brand. Her brand ain't, I got my ass out. No. She just was the sexy old lady cop. So in the movie, she like, hell yeah, nigga, she pulled up to the beach, nigga, with the thong on.
Niecy Nash got body, though.
Exactly. Like, but that's what I mean. Like, for her age, it's like, damn. And I know in her head, she was like, motherfucker, I still look good. Nigga, let me go ahead and show these cheeks, nigga, before they start sagging. So she, showed it in the movie. And then when they did the red carpet, because I think it was like the MTV Awards where everybody does some
weird ass shit.
Yeah, some spectacle shit. So it was something that wasn't out of bounds for that award show. It wasn't like she did that shit at the fucking Oscars or some shit. Yeah. She did it where half the fucking people who came on the red carpet had some wild shit on. So she like, nigga, let me promote the movie, get these numbers up, and show off what I had on. But it ain't like she had her titties out and some shit like that. It just was, this was what I had on in the movie. That's the only reason I give Niecy Nash the pass, because that was what she wore in the movie.
The whole crew was in a outfit, in character.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So she was in character.
Exactly.
Look at that.
But that's what I mean. Yeah, it wasn't like she was like, ooh, let me hit him with the ass cheeks. Like, nah, it was everybody was in their little mode. Yeah. So that was the reason Niecy Nash did it. That's the only reason I'm defending Niecy Nash.
Yeah, no, I'm here for it. I mean, I get it. A
lot of people did some silly shit on them red carpets.
Listen, I'm still here for Lizzo. As far as her music goes, I just don't want this to be like a trend. Listen, all stars, I feel like they're going to make mistakes. They're going to do some dumb shit. They're human. These are human people who are figuring out what life in the spotlight is like. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're quick to judge. Quick to say, and it's easy for us to sit here in these chairs with these microphones and say, oh, you stupid for that. Life in the spotlight is different. It's really, really different. That doesn't make it okay.
I know CJ, you know.
Now listen.
She's in the spotlight.
I'm older, number one. I'm a mother, number two. Those two things just right there keep me balanced. And then I still hang out with the niggas who knew me when I was in the 8th, 9th grade. Like, these niggas gonna tell me immediately, hey, my nigga, you're tripping with that one. And I keep solid people around me. And not to say that I'm against new friends and new relationships or anything like that, because I'm sure that's to come. But it's like, I see people who hype people up on some just cuz ass type shit. Like, nah.
That's yes, man.
I don't want that kind of shit around me.
That was a body double, C Short. He said Erykah Badu being naked in that video.
No, she did it. She did it.
I thought she got arrested for that shit.
She did get arrested for that shit. She did. But then my thing is, that's art. That's you creating art.
Didn't she say it was a body double?
You talking about in the other music video when she had the glitter and shit on her.
No,
no, I'm talking about when she's walking down the street in Dallas.
Yeah, I thought that.
No, she did that in Dallas.
Not that song. It's another song with some white group, and it was like showing her ass, and it was like It was where they pouring milk and glitter on her. It was her sister body. That wasn't
okay, yeah, because I remember her saying something about a body double. I thought it was window seat, so it must have been that one. But yeah, like, and again, when it's done in a certain forum, a certain setting, then yes, it's acceptable. But when you just wear a t-shirt with your ass out, like it's you, a motherfucker tell when you trying to get attention and when you trying to be fashionable. Because Rihanna got full naked in the Bitch Better Have My Money video.
Did she?
She was 100% butt ass naked. You ain't see that video?
I did see the video. I don't remember that.
End of the video. You can see titties, nipples, ass, everything. Go watch the Bitch Better Have My Money video.
All I remember was her like
butt ass naked.
chopping up a man and throwing him in a box.
Watch the end of the Bitch Better Have My Money. When we get off of here, watch the Bitch Better Have My Money video. Rihanna was naked at the end of that video. She was like sitting in the car smoking a cigarette, butt ass naked.
Again, video.
But that's what I mean.
Character,
like,
that
exactly.
Part. Yeah.
So it's like when Lizzo was at home twerking, nobody said shit. Her album cover, she butt ass naked. You don't see nothing, but she naked. So it's 1,000 times we done seen Lizzo naked and showing a whole lot of skin and we ain't never said shit. But the Laker game, that shit just ain't fucking it. Like
it wasn't the venue.
Exactly. Like we fucking get it. You like showing your ass and being naked, fool. That's fucking cool. Do your shit. But ain't nobody else doing that shit at no fucking sporting event because his kids dead. Like I don't give if Meg Thee Stallion go to fucking Disneyland with her ass out, trust me, we gonna roast the fuck out.
We are gonna roast the fuck out.
Like she gonna get flamed.
And I love
Meg. Yeah, we fans of these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But it's just some shit that you just don't do no matter who the fuck you are. Like, bitch, you don't get no pass for that shit.
And that's just it though. We're living in this world where we're giving people passes for bullshit. And that's like, no. And especially if you do care about me. If you genuinely care about a person, you don't give them no pass with no bullshit because you know that's going to embarrass them in the long run. Had she had a real friend around her to say, hey, dog, that's probably not the best idea, blah, 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 then you could avoid it, ending up having to get on Twitter the next day, crying with your mascara running and shit. Because my thing is people don't realize this shit lives for forever. Somebody's going to bring this shit up 5, 10 years from now. That this whole situation happened, and it all could have been avoided. So now that we're done with laying in her ass,
she laid into her. I was just talking about it. I ain't laying into Lizzo.
This is our last episode of 2019. The Cat vs. Doc show will be going on hiatus until January, but we wanted to recap some of our favorite moments and favorite shows and episodes. We both kind of wrote down our own.
Yeah.
You want to go? Well, you want to go back and forth?
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay, let's go with yours.
Mine first.
Yeah,
ladies first.
Okay. P's and Q's and kids was one of my favorite episodes just because, and we've talked about kids and what's the word, co-parenting a lot here, but I think that's a part of one of what makes our dynamic so dope is because as a single parent, I've learned things about parenting from a 2-person household from someone who's still married, and then applying that even as like I said, a single mother, things that I can do. Like that episode was just like I learned a lot on this episode.
We had a good argument on that episode.
Why? What
child support. That was the first time we really argued about that shit.
We
was going in. Cause I was talking about you should have like a debit card. You like, why the fuck you gotta have all this motherfucking accountability? I was like, yeah, everybody should be fucking accountable. The men too.
Listen,
we went more in depth on that, like maybe 2 or 3 episodes ago.
Yeah,
where I was saying everybody should be accountable, not just the recipient, but the motherfucker who pays too.
Because I know my thing, I felt passionate about that too because my mama did get the money. Now, to look back on it now, I kind of do wish she had given them, especially when I got into my teenage years. I feel like that $320 should have just been given straight up to me. But I know she used it for bills and whatever else needed to be around the house. And my thing is, what was really $300 doing? A lot of times dudes be tripping and doing the most. Overdoing like $200 and $300, and I'm like, bro, you really don't realize this is really a drop in the tank.
Trip to the mall,
if that.
Yeah, you be able to go get you some Jordans.
Right. One pair of shoes. If we're buying the most pair of shoes, like I'm still at Marshalls. Brand names for less, baby. I'm all about it.
Some Jordans, a fresh sweatshirt, and a hat to match.
Can you get a hat? Bailey wanted a hat. Like, this hat was like $40.
Yeah, that's what hats cost now. So
for a hat.
Hit me up, get you a 7 Saturdays hat. I'm selling them motherfuckers for $20. $5 for shit.
Hit them up. Like, I was not gonna spend $40 on no hat. So
yeah, that shit is fucking crazy now.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not a fan of being micromanaged if the person is gonna give the money.
I think everybody involved should be micromanaged to a degree. But my favorite episode was 16, Loyalty, Body Count, and Communication.
Yeah, I remember that.
That shit wasn't nothing but jokes. That whole fucking episode was funny.
Is that the head episode?
Which one?
Where I was like, you on the set giving head?
No.
Oh, what episode is that?
That one was recent.
That should have been on.
I thought that was it.
No, that shit, that shit was like episode 27 or some shit like that. Because that was right after the photo shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. 16 was when we was talking about commentating the fucking sex tape and shit.
Oh, the Jamaican sex tape?
No, that was that one.
How many times have we talked about sex tapes here?
Sexual tapes. Nah, but we was talking about like when you make a video with your significant other and then you go back and watch it. Mm-hmm. And then you be like, yes, that's when I bent her over and smacked that ass. Watch that ass jiggle left and right. That shit was funny as a motherfucker. I still go back and listen to that episode because that shit is hilarious.
Watch myself on the tape.
You said you should delete it.
Yeah, I'm
you
trying
watch
to
it back with her and delete it. I'm like, shit,
yeah.
I watch that motherfucker and jack off when I get horny.
No.
Hell yeah.
There's one person who I know has some footage of me.
Damn. And the other one that we talked about on that episode was fucking the music.
What?
And the niggas like, do you fuck the hard rock?
That was funny.
Yeah, nigga.
That was
nigga, that episode had me crying listening to that shit back, nigga. I was rolling.
I think. Oh, why do I have 16? I wrote 16 on my list too. That's crazy.
No shit. I ain't even noticed that.
I just caught that right now.
So why was it yours then?
Because I thought that was the head episode.
Giving some head?
No, when I made the comment.
Yeah,
listen, that will forever stick out in my mind, especially now because when I went to Ant's housewarming, his family greeted, well, not the whole entire family, but one particular cousin was like, you are the person who said head on the... I was like, I felt so bad. I feel so shitty. I feel so bad because my thing is I pride myself on being respectful that the fact that he is married, number one. And I know, but we give real talk here and we have to say whatever. So I wasn't even trying to be on no sexual innuendo type shit. I really meant that. Like,
we always have sexual innuendo
we do.
On the show.
But I feel like that's who I am,
that's
number
what
one.
Makes the show funny.
And it's funny. Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
It fucking works. Okay, so do 5 then.
Oh, mine 5. Yeah. Russell, retrograde, and rumps or rear ends or however the fuck. We wrote that shit like both ways in different places and shit. But that episode was that was like a funny ass episode too. That's when we was talking about like your levels of how freaky you are and shit.
Yeah, I remember that.
We eventually did an episode where we talked about levels of freakiness, but that episode we had brought it up and we was talking about like a woman trying to eat a man's ass. And remember when we was talking about the girl the dude that sucked the girl fingers?
The fingers on the toe.
The finger, when I was like, so here, suck your whole finger. She said she knew 2 separate niggas.
Yes.
Who sucked the woman's finger.
Wait, he just texted me too. He just texted me and asked me to like go out or something.
The finger sucking nigga?
Yes.
He's like, what's up with that finger, girl?
No. Listen, I had to talk to my homegirls about that because I was like, is that awkward? Does that mean he's gay?
Remember we said that.
Yeah, you did tell me he was gay.
Remember I said give him a pickle, see if he bite it or suck it.
No.
Nigga, that shit was hilarious.
That was that episode, nigga.
Oh, that was horrible.
Wait, so this nigga engulfed like the whole finger?
My whole finger.
Deep throat.
Because the middle.
It's not deep throat. My fingers aren't that long, my nigga.
Your
Stop.
longer than mine.
No, it wasn't my middle finger. It was my index finger, and we were kissing, like making out, and then.
So he just backed up off your mouth and said, "Give me this motherfucker right."
Like I was like rubbing his face and shit, and I guess he just took my hand and put it in his mouth. I don't know.
How unsanitary.
Very uncomfortable because like after he did it, he looked at me as if to be like, "Oh, that shit's gonna turn you on," and I was like,
"Nigga, I just scratched my booty, nigga."
No, I'm creeped out now. Like that's why I don't date light skinned men. That was a light skinned man. That was me trying to be different and try something new. Stick to the dark ones. I've never had a dark skinned nigga lick my finger or none of that shit. They don't even play that shit.
Dark skinned niggas be doing all that shit too.
No, they don't.
Dark skinned niggas do all that shit
They
too.
do what needs to be done.
Them niggas eat ass.
So, what's the problem?
Go ahead, eat that ass, dark skinned niggas. Y'all can have that shit.
I'm not a fan of that, but I don't have nothing wrong. Like, if a nigga eat my ass,
shit.
great, fine. But I'm not asking him to. It's not like head and the dick is good for me.
Go ahead and eat that ass, Idris.
What is wrong with eating ass?
You doo-doo out of there.
You're not like really like licking the asshole. Like you're kissing around it. You don't have to put your tongue in there.
So you eating around the tush.
Pretty much. You ain't never bit your girl ass. I've had niggas bite my ass.
Yeah.
But you're not biting the asshole.
You don't like eating the ass doesn't mean like eat the asshole. It's just a nigga who's comfortable with licking your butt.
I thought you like.
I thought it had to be the
I thought you spread the cheeks and lick the anus.
No, that's not it.
You don't have
you might
to.
not have never had your ass.
Then maybe I ain't had my ass ate. Yeah, I ain't had. I have no.
Your booty ate. You
I've had a
booty
nigga.
She said,
"Go ahead, go ahead."
No.
Go ahead. Your mama not listening. Go ahead.
She said,
I know, right?
She said instead of.
I was finna say.
Try to suck a fart out of your butt.
No, stick his tongue in my ass.
Exactly. That's eating booty.
Yeah, I've had that. But
that's what you do.
It tenses me up.
I'm sure.
It tenses me up.
That shit make your motherfucking six-pack look like it just came out the box.
She said it tenses me up.
That shit probably make your six-pack define like a motherfucker.
I can't. Yeah.
That shit'll lock your shit up.
It was he was gentle, but I'm good on that. Like now that, like I feel like after you give head and stuff like that, you can definitely kiss in the mouth and shit again, like after.
But after
eating ass, I didn't really want to. I was like, oh, and I know I'm clean, but I still was like, you took it to the next level.
What is rimming?
Rimming?
Yeah, Mr. Shots. What is rimming?
That's probably licking around the rim.
That's licking around the butt. That's gross. Licking around some booty.
Gabrielle Union licks Dwayne Wade ass.
He's flexible.
My homegirl shared an experience about how a nigga was teabagging her and she accidentally licked his ass. You don't have to be flexible. He was standing above her and she was sucking his dick, and then you know how like when you dropping the dick down in her mouth?
Teabagging is the balls.
Well, then she went to the balls, and then somehow that happened.
She put her finger in his butt.
No, she didn't put her finger. No, she just licked it.
What was his reaction?
He kind of paused, and then they just went back to having sex.
I might have dropped the people's elbow.
No. You always want to hit somebody in the forehead. No.
Licking my ass?
Listen, things happen when you're in a sexual
not accidentally
moment.
Lick my ass. I don't even want you close enough to my ass to lick it. I think that might be a reason.
Teabagger.
I'm not a big fan of getting my balls sucked. Kind of hurts.
Does it?
Not a fan of that shit.
I don't really
balls
see the point of
sucking balls. I don't know. Maybe my balls ain't sensitive or something. It's cool to
they
play with your hand.
Yeah, you play
but
with them.
But in your mouth, especially, I had a girl try to suck them like it was dick, like a hard suck, and I was like, I'm gonna need you to knock that shit off before I knock your ass out. Didn't like it.
Why don't you gently say?
I did. I didn't say, bitch, I'm gonna knock your ass out. I was just like, don't do that no more.
Okay, episode 30.
That ain't it, shit.
Was one of my favorite episodes. Connection, clingy, and chemistry. Because we often talk about what draws a person to another person. And I think that was interesting because I was really trying to get you to give me some clingy behavior. And we didn't have nothing.
Calling your ass all the time.
Nothing.
I think that might have been the only one that I had, like just over calling.
Yeah, but no, this was the response you had. You were like, "How can you be clingy to somebody that's not yours?"
Yeah, and
I was like, interesting. But it's maybe clingy is not the right word for what it is. But it was it's weird to have someone on you or
thirsty.
I feel like we overuse that word thirsty. I don't know, because now my thing is when people are just showing genuine attraction or genuine interest in someone, then we can want to call it clingy. Like no,
we call it thirsty.
I'm just interested in the person. Like I don't call me a clingy.
Yeah, because you literally just send a bitch a DM like, hey, I just noticed, your picture, how you doing? This thirsty ass nigga.
Right.
My DM. Like, I'm not thirsty, motherfucker. I just was saying what's up.
Listen, people are getting married out of DMs, so I don't even knock that.
Shoot your shot, niggas.
Yeah, shoot your shot.
Get up in them DMs. Don't leave comments. If you trying to shoot your shot, do it in the DM. Fuck the comment section.
Yes and no, because Marisha, shout out to her, brought up a good point. Niggas also who are married like to shoot in the DMs too. And it's like, why couldn't they'll say some shit like, oh, you have such a beautiful smile. Or if it's something simple like that, you can leave that comment under the page.
Depends on your girl.
And then follow up.
It depends on your girl. Don't do that.
Why you worried about that?
Yeah, I'm finna say, because a nigga will like your shit and this girl will be like, oh, you like that, huh, nigga?
No, I'm saying if you're just trying to shoot your shot.
Oh, if you're trying to shoot your shot, don't do it.
No.
If you married, don't shoot your fucking shot.
Listen, these niggas is out of line these days, though. It's ridiculous.
If you married, keep that shit in your pocket.
I want to have next year. We're definitely going to have guests and this and that on the show. There are a large group of women who particularly only date married men, and I want to have one of them on the show.
Professional side bitches,
right?
Shout out to them.
Like, what are you getting?
You
from
know
that?
what's even funnier about them?
What?
Women will be somebody's side bitch, but when they get a man, they be faithful. Like, you'll fuck somebody else's husband, but
my thing is, how do you think that's gonna work? My only reason for not doing that shit is because when I do get in a relationship, how can I expect my shit to genuinely work after I've been out here fucking and sucking on somebody else's husband? Yeah. I can't really think that good. I'm really finna have a positive relationship. I can't really believe that in my heart.
Yeah, me and my homeboy had a conversation about that. Like, it's funny to see the look on somebody's face when they thought about something they never thought about. Like when you talking to a person about fucking somebody else's woman, and then you say, I don't do that because I wouldn't want somebody fucking mine. And then the look on his face was like, like, oh, so you didn't think your wife could fuck another man, huh?
Right.
You didn't think that was a possibility, nigga?
Right.
Shit.
That shit's crazy.
Nigga.
You gotta think about how life, what is the saying? Tables turn. Life happens.
Yeah,
like
karma's a bitch.
The energy you put out is the energy you receive back.
Man, because like I always tell motherfuckers, karma's only a bitch when you mistreat her.
Facts.
So, yeah.
Facts.
Like I told them, nigga, that ain't never been my MO, ever. At all.
And I've been approached. And I will say, let me also say this. In my 16, 17, 18-year-old years, I definitely let marry me and take me to Papa Do's to eat. I did. I was working at Office Depot.
You was a teenager?
Yeah, what do you mean?
These molesting ass, gross
They
ass
were.
niggas.
There was a nigga, I worked at the Office Depot.
Creeps.
The nigga worked across the street at the Acura dealership. I will never forget that shit. And he used to take me to Papa Do's to eat and bring me gifts to the job and the most. And one day I just asked him, I was like, what about your wife? And that nigga looked me dead in my eye and was like, I got that covered. You worry about us.
That nigga he played that young Dro. Fuck that bitch.
No. All I could think about was her. Like, honestly, and I didn't even know this woman. But I could just think about being sitting at home and your nigga sitting here with me at this table.
She run up on your ass in that motherfucking Papa Do's.
Listen, I had a home, and that's
this
another
is Shirley.
Reason. No, I had a woman pop up on my homegirl and literally break the glass window. She has bruises on her arm to this day now of glass falling and breaking and cutting her arm. But my thing is, I told that bitch, I say, she's gonna find y'all ass.
She gonna be like, woman to teenage girl.
Listen. It's just not worth it. You don't know how crazy a motherfucker is. And my thing is, she was like the 5th woman.
Oh, so he had all the hoes.
Yeah, and had told her like, yo, my wife crazy than a motherfucker, but don't worry about that. Yo, okay.
My wife saw me body slam a woman before.
What?
Yeah.
Why? What? Wait, what? We were revealing all kind of new things on the last episode. I love it. Why are you hitting women?
I didn't hit her. I slammed her.
Why did you slam her?
She punched the mirror off my car. It was my ex. Remember I told you I left my ex to get with my wife?
Uh-huh.
Me and my wife was at the park and she pulled up. She was trying to approach my wife. I'm a protective person. Had to handle my business. She thought it was sweet out here in these streets. I had to subdue her.
You had to pick her up and slam her though?
Yeah, I had to subdue her.
Yeah, slamming. I'm sure there are.
She was subdued after that. And it was funny because after she was telling me like, oh yeah, the nigga that I was with had a pistol. I said, that nigga know me. That's why he didn't even say shit.
So wait, she was with another nigga?
It wasn't like a nigga that she was with. It was her brother's homeboy.
But she was there with another man though. The fact is, and he left.
Because he has a car. It wasn't like she fucking with him and that. Like,
no.
I know him, I knew her and all of that type of shit.
But any nigga will watch a woman get slammed by another man. Like,
that nigga, he know me. He knew me then, and he really knew. He didn't want no parts of what I had to offer back in them days.
That's crazy.
So he just sat back and watched. He helped her up, and he walked the fuck off, but he didn't say a word to me. I was like, nigga, you good? He was like, oh, I'm good. That nigga helped her ass get in the car, and they drove the fuck off. That nigga already knew.
Crazy.
It would have got ugly for him. She was like, that nigga had a gun. Like, nigga, fuck that mean?
Right.
Ain't the last gun on the planet, nigga? Let that nigga would have tried. Let that nigga would have said something to me. Let that nigga would have tried to help you. But
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I did not know you had to slam a woman before.
She was going after my wife. I don't play that shit.
Yeah, I get that. I watched my ex-husband beat the shit out of a nigga one time on me and baby behalf, and oh my God.
She was like, I was appalled and turned on at the same time.
I knew he was with the shits because the crazy part is like we grew up in neighboring neighborhoods. We met each other in the Navy, but we knew a lot of the same people, but had never met each other. So I knew he was with the shits, and I already knew, what it was. But when you visually watch somebody beat somebody ass, and knowing that he's only over here beating this nigga ass because I said something, was like, whoa. Because I always been that type of girl to like, don't put niggas in situations like that. Dog. It was. He did not play about us at all.
Sick him, nigga.
I think that's another reason why it's hard for me to be in all that shit. Because I want somebody who don't play about. Not a gangster, but I want somebody who don't play about me.
A nigga that's with the full blown.
Like, but you have to also know he knew me. I would have never said nothing. Like, don't be coming telling you. If you know you got a nigga like this, you don't come tell him about bullshit. Because you know he gonna get into it.
Some niggas was looking at me at the car
that's the
wash
shit
today.
You don't do. No, this nigga was following us and harassing us. Yeah.
Because, like that's happening. Like my wife knew. Like that's a testament to my maturity at the time.
Yeah.
One time we was at the music shop and some niggas was trying to, like, give my wife the eye. And I was like, nigga, I'm going to let that shit slide. Because it ain't like them niggas walked up and spoke to you. Because, like, my wife know, nigga, if it got to that point, I'd air this bitch out.
Right.
But I'm not finna put us in no position to where I'm going to go to prison behind some shit that ain't nothing.
Exactly.
The situation where I had to put my hands on old girl was because she was literally trying to attack my wife. Like, she punched the mirror off my car like, nigga, bow.
That's crazy.
I'm like, oh, bitch, you stupid. So when she tried to go with the extra shit, my wife was out of there. Only thing was, like, I thought that my wife wasn't gonna fuck with me.
I just thought that in my mind.
That was the thing that happened in my. I'm like, she don't think I'm a full ass woman beater. Like,
not even that. I'm like, you got a lot of drama. Do I really want to be attached with all this drama? I wouldn't have thought you were a woman beater. I would have been able to see that you were protecting me, but I'm like, God damn, this thing got this crazy ass bitch. Do I really want to be attached with all this shit?
I was an exciting person in those days.
Oh, okay, nigga.
Really, like, when me and my wife's like first date, that shit was a lot. Because it wasn't even really like a date. We just kind of was kicking it, and then my homeboy was calling me, and like I ended up going with the homeboy because he had some issues going on. in like Victorville somewhere and shit. So I had to go scoop him up. She went with me. I guess it was some shit with his baby mama or something. I forget the reason that we went up there, but we got on the freeway. It was a big ass traffic jam. She had to use the bathroom. We ended up almost snatching the nigga out of his car on the freeway because of some bullshit. Like, we literally had to hop out the car. Niggas damn near stood on the nigga car hood because we was finna snatch his ass out the car so she can go and use the fucking bathroom in somebody's camper on the freeway in a fucking traffic jam.
That shit
like,
sounds crazy.
It was a lot.
Damn.
That would have just been a story to tell. I'm here for
me and my wife, like, my wife got a bunch of stories just from like the first like week or two of me and my wife talking. She got all type of stories because I was into a lot of shit back in the day.
I believe it.
But yeah,
that's why I chose that episode. And I really want to know this. Why did you choose one?
Because it was the first episode, and it was a good episode. Like, it, you know, like, motherfuckers, a lot of people who hear the show be like, man, so where did you meet her at?
Yeah, true.
I'm like, nigga, I literally met her recording. The first time me and her had words was on microphones. Like, we introduced ourselves. Hi, my name is Anthony, you know, a.k.a. Young Dolemite. She's like, I'm CJ, you know. And we got on the mics, and that was it. It wasn't like we've been friends for 10, 20 fucking years. Like, we ain't never fucking met each other. So people always think because our chemistry, oh, y'all must have had known each other. Y'all went to school or some shit. And I'm like, no, that's it. Like, I met her here. We just happened to have chemistry.
I remember, so the show was originally with another gentleman, and it didn't end up working out. And I thought it was over after that because that gentleman brought me to being. And I was like, he had did some shit that I just was not finna have. So I was like, okay. And I had really been trying to do a podcast, whether it was by myself or with someone else. So I was like, man, it was going good. And then this shit happened. Oh, well, whatever. And then Ben called me, or he sent me a message and said, hey, I think you're dope. I want to continue to do it. I have a guy who I think you will be great with. He was like, he's a Republican. That was the first thing he kept saying was like, he's like, this nigga's a Republican, but he cool. He, you know, he got a lot of interesting ideas and thoughts on shit. So I was like, Ben, if you have me and you willing to continue to rock with me, bro, I'm here. And so then we scheduled like a date, and that is true. Like, when it first started going, people kept asking me, how do you know him? How do you know him? He was like, y'all got a good chemistry, this and that. I was like, we met doing the podcast. Like, I actually know him through a whole nother person who I didn't even know. Like, it was crazy.
You didn't know either one of them.
Either one of y'all. That's crazy.
Shit was just supposed to happen like that.
Yeah.
Cause shit, I knew B forever.
Yeah, you guys, how long have you known each other?
Like 16 years or some shit, some crazy shit like that. Like, we met like 2003, 2004.
Nah, before that. You used to go to school. Did you go to school out there in IE?
Not in San Bernardino. When I met you, because I met Jason driving school buses.
Yeah. So that was like
04, 05. Yeah, it was a long ass time ago.
Yeah, y'all
we were driving school buses.
It's this thing I look at like that. The whole picture that I envisioned. Like, shit, y'all niggas was just. Well,
because it was supposed to be two males and two females.
Originally,
that was the original idea.
I heard you say that much later, and that was never even expressed to me.
Well, originally it was two. It was two women, two males, and shit. Once I heard you, I'm saying, shit, we don't need no other female. She's 2 in 1.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, she got the best of both worlds.
Because he was like, I want to have a female that's outspoken, and then I want to have one that's kind of like a little more cool.
Yeah, and laid, like, more laid back.
Yeah,
and that was like them two, you know, him and the other.
Yeah,
because I didn't think me and that nigga was gonna be different at all. That was the funny part. Because remember when you was telling me, and I was like, how the fuck are we gonna be different, my nigga? Like, then when I heard him talk, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah, we different.
It was so different, and it would have worked. It would have worked, but you know, the powers that be, and hey, here we are almost a year later.
That wasn't no universe. You got to be solid to rock with me.
God damn.
You got to be solid in yourself.
Shots at Brandon.
Wait, hold on.
Listen, bro.
Shout out to Brandon, my nigga.
Shout out. I wasn't going to say his name. See, he just said his name. But I'm serious.
I'm shouting him out.
And that means, that goes for men and for women. When you are dealing with secure people, they will begin to feel insecure when you're securing yourself. Brandon felt a way about shit that wasn't even happening. Brandon felt a way because of some shit that he had manifested in his mind. Nobody was talking to, like, Brandon felt like, oh.
This show is brought to you by the Fifth Amendment and your right to remain silent.
Bullshit.
CJ, foregoing that right.
Foregoing. I've already talked to Brandon about it.
Freedom of speech and freedom of expression.
Listen, get solid in yourself.
This is brought to you by Glock, Smith & Wesson, Lockheed Martin, Bushmaster, Springfield, and all the other shots fired.
It's not shots fired. Me and Brandon have had multiple conversations about it since then. We talk. We see each other literally on a regular basis. So
ain't we supposed to go on his show?
Oh, so that's not his. Well, that's not his show. It's someone else's show, and it's not a podcast. I thought it was a podcast, but it's not a podcast. But I'm serious. Like, when we go toe to toe and disagree about shit, it's because you're solid in yourself, and you know that it's not personal either. Like, I'm not attacking.
We could argue
you,
and then walk
and laugh.
Because we done had episodes where we was arguing.
Yes, and then we sit right here afterwards and laugh.
Yeah,
like,
be talking shit.
Be talking shit.
Shit, we literally same episode. After we get done arguing, they go right to some lighthearted topic and laugh about that shit.
What do we disagreed about something big last? Love at First Sight. Last episode, I was not here for that shit. You were.
I'm getting emotional over here.
Why?
I remember I used to argue with the co-host.
Goddamn. Petty.
Can you hit the button? This show is brought to you by Petty as fuck.
Petty pies.
Petty LaBelle.
Go get you a petty pie.
It's not being petty.
Petty
I'm
Pendergrass.
Reminiscing. We reminiscing old shows.
Petty P.
Y'all gonna shout her out too?
Shout out to AC.
Shout out
Angry
to
Cuz.
Angry Cuz. Shout out to Angry Cuz.
Shout out to AC.
Inglewood's finest.
Yeah.
I never heard y'all refer to
Ratchet
her as
and Low.
Angry Cuz.
That's what AC stand for.
What?
Angry Cuz.
I've never heard you guys use that.
Man, shout out to AC.
She said it on the show.
Yeah.
I missed it.
Because she don't listen.
Well,
she only listens to this show.
Man, she really ain't gonna listen now.
Especially that now that she's famous, she like, I only watch Fox Soul. I only watch shit that's on TV.
She said, you niggas got about 4 more months.
Yeah, she like, wait till you niggas get on TV. Y'all niggas ain't on TV. I don't even think I'm gonna do this show with you niggas.
Oh, y'all ain't on no
The
network?
Ghetto? The Ghetto?
The East?
Why would I go down there?
I'm from the Ghetto.
I'm on television.
LA Ghetto?
Listen, like, I don't feel like y'all ghetto is worse than our ghetto, honestly.
Like, I ain't going back to that shit.
Listen, I really don't. The way that people view Inglewood out here, like it's just some badass situation. It's like, it's not.
Inglewood is nice.
Listen, it's nice.
It's a middle class.
It's a middle class suburb, exactly. And with any neighborhood, though, you have crime. Yeah, they have mid-range crime. They don't have no crazy-ass shit. Now, do I believe at one point in time it was probably worse than what it is now? Sure.
But see, it's sections. Like, we ain't in the Knicks.
Right.
Down the street.
That's
like,
a different
we not in the Knicks. Because, like, I tell people that about Compton, like, niggas think they going to go to Compton, it's going to be, like, run-down buildings with boarded-up windows and shit. Nigga, Compton is a middle-class suburb as well. Nigga, we just gang-banging.
That's it.
Like, nigga, we live in nice houses. Nigga, our parents work in some more shit. Yeah. We just out here knocking heads off, nigga. But it's a nice place.
And the unfortunate part is, this is what makes I feel like Compton bad. Is children are getting hit while niggas is out here knocking heads off, and that's what makes it dangerous, and that's what makes people not want to fuck around in Compton. But I still fuck with Blood Sauce Barbecue, even though it ain't there. That was my spot in Compton. What?
Yeah.
I'm going wherever the food at. I don't care. I'm good in any hood.
That's just because we good at everything. Cooking.
Who?
Acting.
Who?
Directing.
Who?
Compton.
Oh.
Exactly.
Okay.
Compton.
Producing. Shout out to Drake.
That nigga's from Los Angeles. He's from Ben's neighborhood, specifically. Ben's from.
Petty.
Petty pies.
The goal of dating, episode 15. Why'd you choose that one?
It was just a good ass episode all around.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got to what the goal of dating was from our I ain't even gonna say differing perspectives, because I think we both came to the conclusion that the goal of dating is to get married.
Yeah.
So I just think it was an overall good episode. There was some good funny jokes in there.
Mm-hmm.
So overall good episode.
I chose, I think it's 37, and it's no. Oh, we both have 15. No, what do you?
No, that was my list. Okay, for sure. So you got my list over here twice. Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at this because this one has the titles.
Oh, okay.
But I'm on my last one here. 2 is company, 3 is a crowd. Now that is something that has been a running theme throughout our shows. My co-host has introduced me to somebody who I had no clue about even existed, which was Sugar Free the Pimp. Shout out to him. And he is all for this polygamy lifestyle. And so I think that episode was dedicated to being open. I'm seeing more and more Black people entertain the polygamy lifestyle, if you will. If it works for you, it works for you.
Shout out to the polygamists.
That
was another one on 15. That was the episode that Sugar Free reposted. And that got us a lot of promo.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
A lot of new listeners. Shout out to Sugar Free.
Shout out to him.
But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to that, I remember my first time meeting a Black couple. They were actually from Texas, in San Diego, but they were living in San Diego. And they were living that life with her best friend. And that's where I feel like you can't do that kind of thing is when you try to invite in the girl's best friend or a situation like that. Because that girl ended up going behind her back and saying, you should just be with me. You don't need her. Like, it went left. And
so it's 3 girls?
No, it was a guy and a girl who were together.
Oh, so she tried to take her man.
Yeah, she tried to take her man behind her back.
Dang.
Once she had invited her in. And they were already having, like, sex meetups by themselves and not really, telling the main girl or whatever. And I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's usually the problem in polygamous situations when motherfuckers try to do the extra shit without the third party.
Mm-hmm. But then, like, my thing is, are you not supposed to have, like, time for just you and one of the girls?
In a polygamous relationship, yes. But a lot of these people are only doing it in a sexual setting. So if it's only for sex, then it should be us 3 fucking, not you fucking her, because I'm your girl, that's not your girl. But in a polygamous situation, yes, y'all can, okay, I'm going to spend time with her, I'm going to spend time with you, because it's that type of thing. And, y'all can kick it, in polygamy, the 2 women don't have to be attracted to each other. They can just be like mutual sister wives and shit, so they ain't fucking. But they can still have a friendship type of dynamic where they kick it and do all that type of shit without the man around. But, when in a sexual way, when it's just, we meet up and have us a little fun time with a girl, no. Your girl don't want you to go fuck her because it's cheating when she don't know.
Yeah.
So that's, what fucks that up.
It was interesting to me that we don't see this more prevalent with the other way.
2 men and 1 woman. Because niggas don't play that shit. I think we talked about that in that episode.
Yeah, we did.
Like, men do not play that shit. There are men who do.
Have you seen She's Gotta Have It?
Yeah.
That was a woman. She wasn't in a polygamous relationship, but she was a woman who was telling men, like, you ain't the only one, boo. And they were all comfortable with that.
But see, that's because it wasn't a title.
But they wanted titles. Remember, the professional dude wanted a title.
Just because you want to be with somebody don't mean shit.
But then what if we're doing all the relationship shit, though?
We talked about this, episode like 4 or 5? We talked about this way early in our show. Like, just because you want a title don't mean shit. Just because y'all doing relationship shit don't mean shit. Especially when you don't actually put a title on it. Because a lot of men, more men do it, but I hear of women that do it be saying, like, I don't want a relationship. Because they know once you put a title on it, people feel like they put ownership on you. So now all the shit that you used to do and they used to let slide ain't what you can do no more. Like when you was in a just fucking around stage, you could say, oh yeah, I just went on this date with this dude. It was whack. You know, I'm finna come over.
Oh, that's what we disagreed on too. If I'm dating you, even if I am dating other people, I'm never going to tell you about what I'm doing with other people. I only have done that to discourage a nigga from talking to me anymore. No. If I begin to tell you about what I got going on with other niggas, what? That's not cool.
I've dealt with women and they've been like, yeah, Thursday I ain't going to be available. I'm going on a blind date with somebody. Like, all right, for sure. Well, shit, nigga, what you doing Friday? I don't care because you ain't my woman.
Right, it's a complete I don't care. Man, I would never like that to me.
I've done it. I've answered the phone talking to a woman with a woman.
Yeah, because you're a man.
Yeah, but shit, if a woman do it, like nigga, I'm with somebody. Like, oh, okay, for sure. Shit, hit me when you free.
I think there should just be a little bit more finesse with women. Even if I am talking to, I've been on a date with a nigga and answered the phone for another nigga. I have done that. But I don't say to that nigga, oh, I'm on a date with another nigga. I'm like, all right, well, I'm out right now, so I'll hit you back later when I'm on, you know.
I hope he knew that's what that meant, too.
Probably.
I'm out.
Probably.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
If she ain't talking to you, she talking to somebody else, player.
Yeah. Not all the time.
A lot of the time.
Niggas, if she say I'm out, and she don't say I'm out with the girls, or I'm out with my son, or I'm out with the fam, she out with a nigga.
It depends on how far along we are if I want to start. Because you have to also be mindful, ladies, take responsibility for the habits you begin. When you start letting the nigga consistently know your location and know your whereabouts, that's some behavior you have to continue. So I don't know if I want to continue to always let you know where I'm at. So I might hit you with the I'm out, and I could be at Target with Bailey. But I know that if I specifically start giving my location to your ass, what that's setting us up for. And then sometimes I just don't even want a nigga to feel obligated that he got to tell me where he at. Because I might not give a fuck. So I'm being vague so you can be vague. Now, once I transition to telling you where the fuck I'm at, you need to transition to telling me where the fuck you at. If you don't transition with me, great. Message received.
But you can still be honest about your location with a motherfucker that you not fucking with. Cause me, I always believe nah, fuck that shit.
He's honest.
No, I be like, nigga, I'm at the mall. Don't pull up. I got a bitch with me, so wherever I'm at, don't be there.
That means like I don't give a fuck. I feel like that.
I don't.
And exactly. That's what I'm like. I don't think you shouldn't be fucking with people who you don't give a fuck about.
Well, see, when I was young and single, I just was fucking.
Clearly.
So it wasn't like, oh, I'm taking all of these women serious. No, I'm fucking these women. Right. If I got a woman who I'm trying to start dating, because like with my wife, I told her, I'm trying to seriously date you. Mm-hmm. I got about 5 or 6 other bitches I'm talking to, so, you know, I gotta be honest. These is my hoes, but I want you to be my girl. I get rid of these hoes if you become my girl. But if me and you is just dating, we can date, but I'm gonna keep my hoes. But if you want me to dump my hoes, then we can become mutually exclusive. And that's what it is with me. Like, nigga, my hoes knew they was my hoes.
Did they?
Hell yeah. I didn't lie to nobody.
I don't know.
I didn't call them. I didn't say, you're my hoe, you're my hoe.
No, I don't believe you were rude or like that, but I don't believe that.
They would be like, so am I the only one you talking to? I'm like, no, I'm like 3 or 4 other ones. And they be like, so what are we? I'm like, we cool. We friends. But we go places. Yeah, we go places. We have fun, motherfucker. I have fun with everybody. But you're not my girl.
Everybody.
Yes, I did.
You supposed to have a bad time?
No, you're not supposed to have a bad time, but
Fucking is fun. So we would have fun.
Fucking is fun.
Yeah, so we would have fun. They was literally just a booty call. Other ones, we would go do shit. Other ones, we would chill, or we would talk on the phone, or we would meet up. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, like, they knew they wasn't my girl, and they knew they wasn't the only one. Because I'm not finna lie to nobody, because that's how you get your tires slashed, and your fucking windows broke, and bitches blowing you up on MySpace and some more shit. No, not really.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's like this. You got to know who you dealing with. A lot of women give you a sign they a tire cutter in the beginning. Like, nah. Because I done had women that I had to be like, nah, I can't fuck with you.
Yeah.
Oh, why not? I'm like, cuz I don't think you're going to be with the agreement that I had. You ain't going to sign this contract that I got for you. Because my contract states that you are a part of a team.
Yeah.
You not the star.
I get that a lot.
You just a member.
I get that. Like, you're not going to be with what I'm with. So
Because, you know the women that ain't with that shit. And I tell niggas that shit all the time. Nigga, if you got to lie and tell her she your girl, don't fuck with her.
And I don't believe in tire slashing and shit, but my nigga, like...
But again, I don't believe in it, but that's how it ends up happening. You put a woman in a position where her passions are getting beyond her. Because some women don't even think they a tire slasher till they get put in a position where they like, you know what, nigga? Mm-hmm. I ain't even this type of bitch, but bam, nigga. This ain't even in my character, but fuck this nigga
PlayStation over the balcony.
Nigga, like
now you going too far.
I threw that motherfucker clean over the balcony.
Xbox.
She said that past tense, nigga, so that means she did that.
I did that.
That shit wasn't even a hypothetical.
Because, like what you said, I was not that type of person.
But that's what I'm saying. Women don't feel like, most women say, I ain't no crazy bitch. I ain't never did no shit. You ain't never did yet.
You get to really
a motherfucker put you in that position where you like, you know what, nigga, this ain't even me, but I'm gonna cut this shit up. I'm gonna bleach these clothes.
Bleach the motherfucking clothes.
See, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I mean. It's like shit like that has happened to me, my nigga. I had my.
And when you got to that point, it wasn't no more though. I was done.
Nigga, I had my cutlass windows busted out before.
You know who did it?
Oh hell yeah, I know who did it. I was watching her.
I'm the only nigga who don't know who busted out the lack windows.
Nigga, me and my homeboy.
You know.
Hey, and you know what's hilarious about this story, my nigga? We coming home, right? Mm-hmm. I'm coming to get my clothes because I told her, like, you know, this was homegirl who I was like, yeah, this ain't that shit. So I'm coming with my homeboy to get all my shit.
Why'd you bring another nigga?
To get my shit.
Help.
I needed to get my stuff. You know, I had a lot of shit.
Okay.
So we coming to get the shit. And on the way there, I'm like, man, I'm going to give you the Cutlass. Because both his brothers had Cutlasses. His dream car was an 84 Cutlass. I had an 84 Cutlass. So I was telling him, man, you could just have the motherfucker. He was like, oh, man, you don't want no money or nothing? I said, no, man, you can have it. Because it's my best friend. Like, nigga, you can have the Cuddy. Nigga, we pull up. Nigga, she storm out the house. Pick up a big-ass rock from the apartments. Nigga, you just gonna dump me for nothing? I know it gotta be a bitch. It's a bitch. It's a bitch. I'm like, man, I ain't fucking with nobody. Because at the time, like I said, I broke up with her to approach my wife. Right. I hadn't even been talking to my wife yet. So, nigga, we coming to get my shit. Nigga, she going the fuck off. She picked a big-ass rock up in my head. I'm like, if this bitch try to hit me with this motherfucking rock, nigga, I'm gonna Zangief this bitch. I'm gonna give her a 360 spinning pile driver. Nigga, so, nigga, she grabbed the motherfucking big ass rock, nigga, she, bow, hit the fucking Cutlass window out. And I start smiling. I'm like,
it ain't even mine no more.
Like, this ain't my car. Nigga, this is your fucking car. You bought this car. Other window, bow. I'm like, man, it's this nigga car, man. I just gave this nigga the car. He gave me the car, chill, nigga, because he tripping. Because, nigga, I told him, nigga, you can have the car. Nigga, the pink slip in the house. We finna go get the car, get the pink slip, get all my shit, and we finna get the fuck up out of here. Nigga, she tore that fucking car up. That nigga was hot. It's like, well, I guess that was your car. Now that's code enforcement car. Because she destroyed that car. Nigga like that on fucking Street Fighter.
My thing is, what would make you think that she was going to come over there and everything was going to be A-okay? I
didn't think it was going to be A-okay, honestly, but I didn't think she was going to ruin the car. On some real shit, I thought like my clothes was gonna be in the dirt, or like she was gonna bleach my clothes or cut my shoes up or some shit.
You didn't think to get your shit out before you dropped this bomb on her? That's the difference between men and women. Women would have been, if she was gonna up and leave on a nigga, she would have had all her shit ready, all her shit to go, and then would have left this nigga a note somewhere.
Because women be plotting.
Yeah.
Niggas, we don't be plotting. We just be doing shit. So when I did it, I just up and dipped. And I was like, you know, I'll give you some time to think about this. So as me and the homie talking, he like, man, you don't think she gonna fuck your clothes up? What about your Xbox and shit? And I was like, damn, she fucked that Xbox up. And she knew too, because we had a conversation about it like some years later. And she was like, I knew if I fucked up that stupid ass Xbox, you would have did something to me. I say, oh, well, you know me better than I thought you knew me. Because, yeah, you go ahead and fuck with that Xbox. Fuck that car.
She should have.
She should have.
Because the thing is, nigga, you remember me and Jason Xboxes? Yeah. That was a modded Xbox. That wasn't no punk ass regular Xbox. I don't give a fuck what it was.
It would have been the outside box because I would have threw that hoe over the balcony.
She'd have been in the underground box.
I'm about to say
She'd have been in the Xbox, nigga.
Certain lines you don't
that would have been an Xbox, nigga.
Okay, 36.
36, live from CJ crib.
Why did you choose that one? Okay, you say why, and then I'll tell you why I think that one's not.
Why you think it's not?
It doesn't.
I think it was because we had a great show. We wasn't here. We didn't have no sounds. We didn't have no help. It just was just us and a fucking table, no microphones, just talking into my phone.
I liked that show. That was a good show.
Yeah.
Listen, we wrote down topics, right? And we have done this before in some way, and we've definitely changed our format for the show throughout the years and how we still come up with things collectively, but how we're going to discuss it. Everything that was on that paper, we didn't say shit about. Yeah. We talked about whatever came to our fucking mind. And at some points I was trying to bring it back, and I was just like, you know what, fuck it, just go with it. And we're just talking about whatever.
It went wonderful. I was sitting with my views out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just watching the show. You know?
This was your third vacation at this point?
Rooftop ready.
Nah.
Right.
Hey, this ain't even my show. Y'all
No. Go ahead. You sharing your memories. Go ahead.
Let's not bring memories. It's been a hard year.
God damn.
Those
petty pie.
That episode was dope. I liked it. The topics was dope. Energy was dope. Everything was dope. I was sitting there like, they doing good.
Yep. That was a fantastic show.
I liked it.
Yeah, it was.
And I enjoyed the challenge of it.
I was concerned about that, but then I liked. We were trying to figure out. I had nailed the banner to the wall and tried to move my
quick thinking,
my table up and just get everything ready.
It looked like
is that me fucking this shit up?
What are you doing?
You might want to twist a little. You might want to twist a little thing.
That shit went away, nigga. Fuck that shit. I ain't fucking with it. Nigga, I'm gonna leave it like this.
But it looked like a cat versus dog confessional. Like you had the little shit back there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, kinda. Yeah.
It was dope though. Everything was dope.
Yeah. After the show, CJ punched me in my face. You guys don't see that, but she abuses me.
Don't say that shit in that serious ass voice like that.
Damn.
She calls me a bitch when y'all don't be around.
Don't nobody even believe that shit.
Rather than have some women up here.
I ain't never laid my hands on none of y'all. Yeah. Now I have punched Will.
She called me a bitch ass nigga and kicked me down the steps.
I didn't.
She's like, get your bitch ass out my house.
You know what we gotta mention? One of the highlights of this year, our day party.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was super dope.
Yes.
Man, shout out to them for inviting us and having us. That was a lot of fun.
That was dope.
Yeah. That was dope.
It was a lot of relationships made that day.
Yeah, we're Feisty Pisces from Good News Podcast was just in the chat, but she got out the podcast. Got out the chat.
Yeah, that was one.
Shout out to her.
That was one of the most memorable people from that day.
Yeah. You was making a lot of connections with other podcasts.
Yeah, surprise! I was stepping out of my shit. I usually be in the back where the burners is at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But allegedly.
You know what? I realized how, as much shit as we talk about being hood and this and that, we were really professional. Like our booth compared to other podcast people, and no shame. I'm not throwing no dirt on nobody else and nothing like that. But some people didn't even have a banner or cards or decorate their table or anything. My thing is, how are you supposed to attract people? Like, we're selling ourselves, we're selling our podcast, and you don't have nothing. Like, I saw one person, they did their whole shit just with their table and their phone. You've got to come with more than that if you believe in what you're doing. And that was
the table that was already provided too. So they literally only brought a phone.
You didn't bring shit.
Yeah.
We had banners and stickers and lights.
And a crew.
I told this nigga to bring some lights. What did I say?
Hey, there was lights.
He went and got Christmas lights from Five Below.
Merry Christmas, nigga.
I still have those lights, though. That's crazy.
But it looked cool on the table,
It did look cool on the table. Everything that day all worked out. We had candy. We had interviews, man. Shout out to Lincoln. He gave us some products. As well as shared his insight on it. It's interesting to talk to people and get their views on relationships and as crazy, as different as we think we are, we keep saying the same thing. So I don't understand why so many people are missing each other.
Because motherfuckers ain't always doing what they be saying and wanting what they say they want.
People are not as willing, and I'm guilty of this, to be as vulnerable as we will want to be too either.
I'm a vulnerable nigga.
I'm not gonna do that shit. I need to know that the space is safe before I can do that.
I might not act like it, but I'll be vulnerable. I'm just stoic.
Yes.
Like, even when I show my emotion, I show it with this look on my face. So whether I'm happy, sad, excited, or pissed the fuck off, this is the look on my face. Real nigga out here.
I can vouch for that.
Yeah, real nigga. I can
vouch for that.
Cool killer face.
I've caught this nigga laugh maybe 3 times this entire year, where it was
shit
like a cackle back ass laugh. It will be hilarious. And it's
to everybody else, 9 times out of 10, if it's hilarious, it's because God said it.
It's because who?
Because I said it. Because I'm fucking hilarious.
Bye.
CJ funny too. I seen her on stage, nigga. She's amazing.
Sarcasm is just my gift.
Especially when she was like, nigga, knock them all down. And that nigga was like,
oh, yeah. Listen, that real life happened to me. I be meeting some real life insecure ass niggas.
I was like, I wish they taped that so motherfuckers could run that back and shit. Even though I recorded it too. I was like, motherfucker, I'm going to post this shit.
Yeah.
Fuck with homeboy going through. They was like, no cameras, don't be filming the performances and all that shit.
Did he tell y'all that?
Yeah, he said don't record it. Niggas was still recording, but he said don't record. I'm like, nigga, fuck out of here.
You cannot stop niggas from using their camera phone. You're going to have to take the camera home.
Unless you Kevin Hart or Dave Chappelle, because them motherfuckers make you zip your shit in a little purse or some shit.
And I get why they do that shit, though. They're having $1 million specials that are on the line, that if you get in here and do this shit and ruin it, which... Yo, Mark Curry shared that shit about how Steve Harvey has stole his whole entire act. And I was like, damn, this shit really do be happening with comics. Which they say is like the lowest of the low for somebody to steal.
Fuck.
It is. I would never steal. I've seen other comics material, no line, be like, damn, that's dope. Well, I feel like I could have told that joke in a funny ass way. But I will never. Because my voice is my voice and my shit is my shit. Like, I feel like comedy that's all it is you telling your stories. You telling your shit in your voice.
What was homeboy name? The Mexican comic that ended up, that nigga fell all the way off after they found out he stole a Mencina? Yeah.
What's his name? Not Mike Mencina. It was Minor Mencina, whatever his name is.
What
he
happened
stole
to
a gang of jokes. That nigga career was over. A bunch of comics. A gang of comics was like, that's my joke. Hey, that's my joke. That nigga was stealing everybody's shit.
Wow. These people must have been funnier than her, because there's this one comic. She's not popular like that.
I think it was Mike Mencia.
She's not popping like that. But she put her entire set that she did, like in, let's just say 2016, and then put right up next to it Nick Cannon doing the exact same set in 2018, word for word. He stole, but she's not famous. And so it's
Trump's
crazy.
Wife did Michelle.
Yes. With that goddamn speech.
Verbatim, that's crazy. That shit is fuck. Like, I wouldn't feel comfortable saying somebody else's fucking joke.
Me either. Like, because, and then my thing is, they don't even change it up. They literally say that shit exactly how the person they stole it from, which is even more retarded. And
it ain't even nothing for me to say, because I done did it 1,000 times on this show. Whoop-de-whoop said this shit. Like, nigga, this ain't my fucking joke. Nigga, my jokes is my jokes, my nigga. Like, that shit weak as fuck to me. Like, nigga, how do you call yourself a comedian and you steal jokes, my nigga?
And here's my thing. Every comedian, Richard Pryor, Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle, has writers. They have people around them who help critique their joke, build their joke. Like, it takes time to really build a joke from where you when I say you, I mean the consumer sees it. So they have people that help them write, but the concept needs to come from your own mind.
Yeah.
Period.
You steal jokes, you a rapist.
So do we have a bonus, Ben?
Yes, we do. So, seeing that this is YouTube first year podcasting, what did you guys learn about yourself this year?
About myself.
Life and with this podcast. And what did you guys learn about yourself? Are you guys know yourself good enough to where you didn't learn shit?
That's my answer.
No, and
I knew I was gonna be
okay.
good at this shit.
What did you learn about me, as a co-host? What have you learned from February to now about me, about podcasting, about? There you go, boom. Can I do that, Ben? Can I edit your bonus like that? So this
about podcasting in general, promotion is very fucking difficult. That's what I learned about podcasting.
When you say promotion, what do you mean?
Promotion, like getting people to listen to this shit. No matter how good your show is, that doesn't translate to getting a lot of listeners.
True.
I feel like we got one of the dopest podcasts out, period. Like out of the underground podcasts that aren't, no, nigga, like the Read, all that. I'm counting all that shit.
Right.
We up there with all of them niggas.
True.
But content ain't what it takes to fucking get big. So, like, yeah, like, shit, nigga, I'm waiting for us to hit them type of numbers. Like, if the right motherfuckers hear this shit, our shit taking the fuck off.
Yeah. So,
like, just promotion, getting motherfuckers to listen, that's difficult. But outside of that, like, shit, everything was what I fucking expected for the most part. Like, it was according to the plan that I had. Like, when I first heard CJ on there with Brandon, I was like, oh, yeah, nigga, we fucking out of here. Like, remember, I told you that shit before I even met her. I was like, nigga, me and her? Oh, nigga, we fucking out of here, nigga. That show gonna be the shit. Like, I knew that shit. So it's like, it ain't really, it was so much different. No, it wasn't different to me.
You already knew. I already knew it, too. I already knew. I said, yo, I told you, you was already in the cut. It was a matter of seeing what you two can do. You know, you and Brandon. I already knew what this nigga was gonna bring to the table. So, but yeah. So how about yourself, CJ?
What have I learned about myself and podcasting? I'm with you. Well, I know promotion takes a lot, and I think for being in the industry, listen, you know how many talented, like, because I come from the theater world. There are tons of talented actors and actresses, and we will never know their name. You getting your break or your shot or getting to that, it's just a matter of timing. It's a matter of consistency, and sometimes it's a more of a who you know than a what you know. You know what I'm saying? Because it's tons way more, especially as people of color. You know, our opportunities, they exist, and more doors are opening for us, but we already know what it is. So you've just got to stay consistent. I think I believe in myself and our team and Townhouse Media so much more. Like, I didn't know what I was walking into. You know, I didn't know Ben, I didn't know Ant. So I believe in us so much more, or just period in general, now that I've gotten to know them. We've worked together, the support all around. Like when the day party came in, that really meant something to me. Everybody from Townhouse Media came, whether they were doing something or not, helped us set up, and damn near stayed from beginning to end. So that kind of stuff is the kind of shit that like means a great deal to me. So I'm like, okay, I know everybody believes in this shit, is willing to stand behind this shit. Not to say we haven't had ups and downs and this and that, but just continuing to go in spite of. And that's what's gonna set us apart, is continuing to work at this shit in spite of whatever happens, who comes and goes, no matter where we're shooting this hoe at. It doesn't matter, because the talent is there. The consistency is there. The funny is there. So that's what I have learned.
Man, that was wonderful. And to wrap this year up, I want to thank you two for adding to the umbrella and staying down and stay working hard. I never had a doubt in y'all two. So, and this is just a beginning. Yeah. So y'all two will go very, very far. So today's winner of the Cat vs. Dog podcast is you, the listeners and supporters.
Yay!
I ain't even gonna be mad at that. I was gonna be like, fuck these niggas, but no. Y'all niggas is great.
Man.
Great,
Thank you for listening, motherfuckers.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Well, this has been another episode of the Cat vs. Dog podcast. The final episode of 2019.
Just of the year, nigga. Don't go nowhere.
Yeah, just of the year. We will be back. Top of the year for you guys. Be sure to support all the podcasts under the Townhouse Media umbrella. That's Too Much Game with Young Dolemite.
Live at 5.
Live at 5. There's No Rules Wednesday.
With a Z.
5 to 7. And
CLC 9 of the podcast.
he said he was going to change the name.
Oh, it's up in the air.
Okay. It's
Possibly not another podcast.
See, they're so petty here. It's ridiculous.
Possibly another podcast. Catch Pap next year. Oh, wait. Possibly another podcast international. Catch Poppy next year. Hey.
Oh,
that's my Twitter name, nigga. Podcast Poppy.
I can't.
That's my Twitter name, nigga. Podcast Poppy.
Do you have any messages for the people for the end of the year? Not motherfuckers.
That's how I open the show. I don't say motherfuckers and motherfuckers to close the show.
I mean, you always say something, motherfuckers.
No. Save your money. Not a bitch. And follow patreon.com/Townhouse Media to support us financially.
Please.
Yes, appreciate you, Will.
We need those coins.
You got any words to close the year with?
Continue to support our show. Promote it, repost it. Those reposts make a lot of difference because then you're opening us up to another audience. So repost the show, like tag it, put it on your story, put it on your page, let people know, yo, you rock with the Cat vs. Dog podcast.
And tell a friend and tell a friend.
There we go.
See you niggas next year.
Next
2020.
year, 2020,
whole new decade,
baby.
nigga. See y'all in 2020, motherfuckers.
Peace out.